Well, sound should be coming through. So sound is coming through. Notice that the camera's moving. That was weird. That was very weird. Oh my god, I don't understand. Me no comprende. Oh well, seems to be working. See if my wheel's working first off. Oh boy. Free as the wind. Oh, it's vibrations on, so it looks good. I don't seem to have a trailer when I should do. Alright, so I need to get a trailer attached. Hey DJ, how you doing? Truck manager, we want trailer manager. Have event dismissed. Okay, relocate. Okay. Now we want to do use. Okay. Yeah, it's all good. Just haven't played this for a while, so it's just decided to have a little hissy fit. Right, so I need to go to the map a second. See if there's a repair center here. I'm hoping there is. Right, let's head over there, shall we? And then we can look for a job. You know what? I have no idea how much money you make when using your own trailer because I don't pay any attention to that. Usually I'm playing single player and the money's rolling so thick and fast with the other drivers that I don't pay attention really to what I'm earning. Oh, there's Rye. Right. I was coming over that way. Right, let's find somewhere to pull in and we can find a job. There'll be there's a limber here actually. Out of the way off the main roads. This is a resting place. Right, where's he gone? Well, what level are you on? Here's my tab. Oh, well, hold on. Why do I look like I've been kicked? Oh, because my old lights aren't on because I'm an idiot. And they're not coming on. That's rather weird. None of my lights are working. That's awesome. Yeah, let me quit out and load back in. Are you making sure that you're taking the big jobs? And have you got plenty of people hired? So hire as many people as you can afford, basically. That's why the game kicked me out, because my lights weren't working. So I gotta reload it. There's me thinking I got round it all. You've only got one driver? Nah, it's always worth having a few. Then again, it depends on how much money you've got, because, you know, you've got to buy a truck as well. Take out a loan. If you haven't used a loan, take out a loan. Right, let's try this again, shall we? It's been a right royal pain today. Ay, 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 ay. Let's see if my lights will work this time, shall we? Well, that was weird. Right. No. I've got no lights working. Where is it? I don't even know if I've got a button set for light modes. No, I don't see. It says it's there. Wipers are assigned. Yeah, it's coming on. Thank God for that. I'm still not toggling the beams though. Oh well, I don't need to have my full beams and everything switched on, I guess. Right, so maps, what are we going to do first off? So we want to do what are we going to do? External contracts? Nah, we're going to do cargo, aren't we? Silly, because we got our own trailers. Die. I might have to do a quick transport. I hate it when I have to do that. Hey, garage manager. Roy, if you're about, have a quick look on the map and see what jobs are worth doing. Whilst I do a hop, skip and a jump to try and get my things working. Yeah, it's just not giving me any jobs and things aren't assigned and oh my god. I left it working last time and all of a sudden it's not. I'll be back now. Hopefully it'll be giving me jobs. Right, let's have a quick look at jobs here now. Jobs market, cargo. Yes. Now we've got cargo. Right, so let me get my trailer attached. in theory, we should be back. So I'm at the garage around the corner if you want to pop round. There he is. Job-wise then, let's have a look at jobs while I'm parked up. Cargo. What a great start. What do we got? Anything? Nothing too far at the moment, unfortunately. But I'm guessing we could do a trip over to the UK. Because I've done Italy quite a bit. I'd like to go. Let's go to Swansea in the UK. Do you have a Swansea job? Let's get this working. So, London only. What have I got? I don't even think I've got a London job now. You watch. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll grab the Swansea one. We can head to London. And I've pressed the button, didn't I? And my stream won't come back. There we are. So I'll grab the Swansea job, and I'll follow you to London and see if we can get a job from London to Swansea. Then how's that? There we are. Let's go and pick up the loads. Gotta remember my truck's a bit of a slug. Right, where's my... Oh, I don't know where I put my high beams on this truck. There it is, found it. Oh, let me turn that off. That's gonna annoy me. Cargo. Big job. Hey, gotta do it properly. Come on now. Where's the button for power? Yeah, you found it. Loading up. Right then, lead on and we'll go to London then. I've got speed limiter on, so I do a max of 50 odd. Well, whatever, mate. Oh, go for it, Jesus, come on. You gonna go what? There's always one. Right, I want to go in the right direction because he's gone. Oh, there he is. Oh no, somebody else. Nope. No idea. Right, where are you then? Because I don't know where the map is. Over 36 away. What's coming down? You just zoomed off. I've got a speed limiter set to 55. Don't do speed miles. Not that I've got anything working otherwise. We'll be catching up now, won't be too long. Gotta admit, my tracker's a bit of a slug. I need to get that sorted. Yeah, just haven't had a chance to sort it out. And the night time is going to vanish, which is going to be good. Oh god, where is he? 680. Right, did you turn left or something? This is going to be a bit of a mess. Because I don't know where you are on the map, mate. Have a look at your map, tell me where you are, and I'll see if I can navigate back to you, because I've gone the wrong way, clearly. Oh god, come on. Behave, truck. Hope no one's coming. Oh, someone's coming. I won't be doing that then. Shoot. Right, let me find a spot where I can have a look at the map. I've got to pull over somewhere. He's keen. What can I say? He's one that gets there in a rush. Right, we're on satellites. Gas station near Dortmund. You're all the way over that way. How'd you get over there so quick? God, I'm gonna hate this navigation already. Right, where are you then? You mean Dusseldorf? Dusseldorf. Right, okay, hold on. I'm going to be really naughty. Right, as I thought, Mr. Turning. Oh, he's on the map. I can see him on the list now, so we should be heading in the right direction then. Right, we'll try again, shall we? Wow. What a confusing mess this has been. Oh dear, dear. And this is why you can tell I'm such a noob at multiplayer. Well, hopefully we're going in the right direction. I don't know if we are. I have no idea. But this says it was going towards Dusseldorf. I don't know how you got there so quick. That was lightning. Have you got your truck unlimited or something, or a turbo boost on there, or what? Well, you're not at this one, and I'm going to stop and get fuel anyway, because I'm nearly out. Big turbo. Jet powered, that's what it is. But we're thought of having that. Get a jet engine, strap it to the trailer, and flick a switch and off you go. Hello there, influencer, how you doing? I'm doing good, thanks. Right then. There's Dusseldorf. We'll be turning left and we should have the garage. Here we go, through here. We can buy that one. Boop. Right, hold on. Did you say fuel station? No. I don't know where he is. Right, are you in Dusseldorf? Because if you are, I've just driven by it and I couldn't see you. It's great. I don't know where you are, but right, I'll be at the garage in Dusseldorf. How's that? The main garage. I'm going to get stuck by there, aren't I? I'm not going to turn around by there. Dusseldorf. Yeah, if you're in Duisburg, that's where we started. No, so yeah, no, we got confused on who's where and where we should be. Yeah, excuse me. I need to find a place to turn around. I'm stuck. I can't do it here, it's too small. Could use the grass verge, but if I get stuck in the grass, that's me knackered. Yeah. As soon as I get an area big enough, I'll swing it round. Right, hold on. This should be fine. Yeah, I hate GPS sometimes. It really does suck. God, what tonnage did I accept? What I might do is, if there's a spanner at Dusseldorf, I'll stop there. Okay, we've got spaghetti. Someone with the name of spaghetti. That's quite funny. Ooh, let's go round. Hey Zach, how you doing? So you're in Duisburg, alright, if you stay there then. I'll go back. Okay. I'll skip the garage here. Where? Well, I'm not quite going to Derbyshire yet, but we will be heading to the UK at some point. I'm glad I filled up. There's still time to join. If anybody wants to join in, they're more than welcome to, because we're still starting from Duisburg. We haven't left yet. Ah, it's too funny. Have I been to Sheffield? I've been to most places in the UK in this game. Been ages ago since I've been there though, so it may have changed since I last been there. Need to drop measurement. Anybody coming? No, we're gonna go through it then. Yes, give me the fine. Check it on the chin. See you, Zach. Although that chow's, you know, eating chow. Yeah. Doop, 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 doop. So where are you? You at the you're at the spanner, yeah? Just you go first now. Okay. I'll map it for London. Right, I don't know where I'm going, so hold on. I'll just turn it round. Map. Oh God. Why won't it let me reset the map? Do you know where in London you're going? Or is it right in the middle of London? Well, I head for the spanner in London. How's that? So reset navigation. Right. So, you ready? I think so. Well, we'll go to the spanner. We can make a move then afterwards.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Oh, don't you pipe up. Right, let's get my camera recentered because that's all over the shop. Are you following my sluggy truck? It is so slow at accelerating. But we'll skip the lights. Yeah, there's no one around. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll stop at lights if there's other people around, but otherwise I'll just mow through them. I can hear a horn beeping. We're going to cruise at about 54. I'm assuming you've got plenty of fuel because we've got, well, my total trip's about 600 odd miles, but I've got 1,000 litres, so I've got more than enough to do the whole trip. So if anybody's out there watching and they want to join in, they can head towards London or be at London, and they can join in if they wish. It's not a problem. Be here till around 11:30, maybe midnight, depending on what we've got. Ooh. Got a full tank, good man. Yep, I'm trying to accelerate, this thing's so slow. Beep beep. We're getting there. Oh, now I can't stop sniffing. Awesome. Hope you got your coffee or a drink. I'm nearly running out, that's terrible. Only just filled it up. And a welcome and a hello to anybody watching. Say, jump into the chat, say hello if you want, you're more than welcome to. We're only a small little channel here, so all nice and quiet. So we've got what? Well, I suppose, well, I got a full 14-hour trip, but probably about 8 hours to London, I would have thought. Not going to be taking too long. Some of that's going to be ferry anyway, so... Hey! Hey Dan, how you doing? Dan the man. Server 3 heading to London. If you want to meet up at London, more than welcome to. With my truck that doesn't want to go anywhere. They're going a bit fast. It'd be great if I could get to that kind of speed, it'd be awesome. I've only got one follower at the moment. I got Rye with me. You know my multiplayer streams are always quiet because I don't play multiplayer that often, so people don't know, so we'll try and grow it. You never know, it may pick up, we might get more people joining in. Be nice if they did, but you know, you don't have to be part of a VTC, you can be with a VTC, you can be on your own, as long as you got, well, ideally as long as you got all the maps. And as long as you got your own truck and trailer, should be good to go, really. You don't have to, you can take a separate job, as long as we're all going roughly in the same direction. We'll work around people in the convoy if we can. Gotta start somewhere, right? Do, 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 do. Yeah, I can do. Might want to do that when I get to London, I think, because otherwise I'll have to stop again, and I've stopped so many times so far, it's been ridiculous. We've had a kind of a bit of a mare getting going. My PC and streamer didn't want to work properly. Then we kind of got lost as soon as we started. That was great. And now we're just heading to London, so I think what we'll do, we'll head to London, and when we stop there, then I can sort out Discord, because I'm not in there at the moment. Might as well get some miles under the belt, otherwise we'll never get anywhere. The same for Roy. Roy, if you want to do voice on Discord, if it makes it easy, you're more than welcome to join in. There's a live stream channel there. We'll hop into that at that point, so you're welcome to join when we get to London. Looking pretty crisp out there, though. We've already done a couple of hours worth of vanished. I've already got some damage on my truck already, jeez. Nice boat. Honk. Plane coming in for landing. I do like seeing planes coming in at the airport. They do look cool. Just wish you could get closer and see more of the airport itself. I just park up at one of those and watch them. Actually thinking about it, I don't know if you could do that. I wonder if they could do it though where, I don't know, let's say you've got to meet a yacht at a certain dock, or a boat or a ship of some form, or you've got to meet a plane at an airport at a particular time. It would make it kind of interesting. I mean, technically that's what you're doing now, but at least if they put a graphic in where you can see it coming in if you've arrived early. I don't know, I wonder if that would be possible. I'm trying to think of ways where I can make the game that little bit more interesting, because at the moment it's just all text based and you just drive a truck from point A to point B. Whether it might wear thin relatively quickly, I don't know. Oops. I'm too busy looking at the scenery, that's my problem. Honk. Gotta remember when you get over to the UK, you gotta swap side of the road, because I will forget. I guarantee you I'll probably forget. And again, we're not doing anything fancy. We're not doing the trucking mission things. I've got no interest in doing that stuff. It just feels like a waste of time for me. There's plenty of other jobs you can do. And I don't need some truck paint job. To feel special or anything. I don't know, what are your thoughts on these little things that they do, you know, driving these trucks around, and you know, they're good and people want to do them, fair enough, I understand that, but for the goal they give you, you know, you get a skin or a little truck to put in your dash. I've got no interest in that. It's just something I'm not really bothered about. I wish they do something a little bit more tasty, like maybe, I don't know, maybe something better, like different tires, maybe a sports truck of some form you can physically drive, or a modified truck that you can own and keep. You know, it's, for me, these little things that they do, I think they need a little bit more than just a paint job. You know, they've already done plenty of paint jobs, they've got plenty of paint packs. There's plenty of mods out there already. Let's do something different, you know. Huge lag in what way? There goes Spaghetti. He's driving pretty straight. Oh, I see, he's dropped right back, but he should be closing, and I'll lower my speed down to 50. You'll catch up in no time. You're nearly 400 away, so you're coming in anyway. I can see the distance coming down. Just keep following the signs for Calais. You crashed into me. Well, I didn't feel a thing. Maybe that's why I got damage on the trailer. Yeah, you gotta watch out for the lag, unfortunately. There he is. Let's get the old speed back up, shall we? There's another truck coming up, so keep an eye. Ooh, nice little train track area. Ow. Yeah, and the guy in front, he slowed down. Why is he slowed right the way down? because it's a 50. All of a sudden he wants to keep to the limit. Roy's struggling again. What's happened, right? He's catching up again. $300 away. Engine. We're having a good one today, aren't we? No, just kind of keep me posted. If I gotta slow down, I'll slow down, don't worry. If there's a garage nearby, maybe we can pull off and take that and get a quick repair. Isn't there something you can do to do a quick repair? I can't remember. Ah, whatever it is. I'll do a cruise at 50. Ish. Maybe we'll try and go around this guy because I don't know why he's going slow. He's lagging a little bit. Wow, so much lag. Hope it's not me. Would move over, but I don't know if he's trying to speed up or not. Oh, I tell you what, this is annoying. Oh, we'll just stay in this lane then, seeing as dude, make your mind up. Are you actually gonna drive slowly or drive fast? Right, you deal with him, because I can't be bothered. I slowed right the way down on purpose. See, slow down on purpose now. Ah, look, I need to go off. Turn off by you, Roy. Looking at the road ahead. He's stalling the hill. Oops-a-daisy. we'll make a move now, shall we? Alright, who's behind me? Not a clue. Why did you reverse going down the wrong way? Live Twitch. Oh, it'd be great if you could see where you were parking, wouldn't it? Oh, Folkestone. Go. With a little luck, it'll load nice and quickly. Did and can't see nothing. Right, and where are we? Ugh, God, it took so long. Heading to Dover. I didn't put my blinkers on. Been ages actually since I've been into the UK, certainly on multiplayer anyway. Usually stay abroad. I think I just heard Roy's engine conk out. Yep, he's dropping back. I think he's catching back up again. Pull in, mate, but you got to learn to take account for your trailer on the back. Jesus, you seriously can't drive? Yeah. up here, I guess. The map doesn't load in. That was a weird one. Glad I avoided that one. See that coming a mile off the way he was driving. It's not difficult. Could have sworn I just saw Dan UK or something. I've actually got no idea how far away from London we are because mine's bookmarked for Swansea. Oh yeah, Dan, if you're at London, have a look to see if there's any jobs to Swansea because that's the final destination we've got at the moment, or at least I have anyway. Yeah, no, I didn't think so. Oh, Roy's dropping back a bit, I better slow down. Yeah, when we get into London, then we gotta find that place that Roy mentioned. Globe gas. Gay. That's a bit better. And there's 240 away and coming down. Did I just say Dan? I mean Roy. Yeah, just shoot me now. Don't know what I'm talking about, mate. He'll speed back up. I think he's just about caught up. Denied, he can't overtake. He conked out. I'll slow down and make it easy for you before you conk out again in front of me. London discovered. She's conked out again. Gotta find you a repair center, and soon. I have no idea which garage you're going to, but I'm going to head to the repair center myself. So if you want to head straight to the garage, that's fine. I think it's this one you said, the cell plan or something it is. Alright. Up to you, either get a repair first or head to the garage and drop off. It's up to you. I know I'm going to head to the garage. I'm going to do a service on mine because it needs it. And I'm going to have a quick look at my engine configuration. Ah. Only got a 580 brake. That could be... Oh, why did I do that? I wanted to look at my gearing. God knows if that'll feel any better. Probably won't, know my luck. We'll leave that on. Right. While I'm here, I'll tab out and go to Discord. Hello, hello. Is this working? I have no idea if it is, mind.
Yo, yo.
Oh, he's there. Hopefully it's coming through on stream. I think it is.
Nope.
Yeah, it's probably... Yeah, it's just going to be delayed. That's fine.
No.
And Roy's here as well, yeah. Good to see you. Or good to hear you as well, I should say. Right, trucks. Shall we go and drop off the goods?
What a good start.
Oh, it's a great start, isn't it?
Yeah, great start. I'm offline.
You're offline. Yeah, I did the same with mine, don't worry. Right, hold on. I'm going to stop here a second and look at the map because we need to figure out Are there any jobs to the Swansea area? I don't know if anybody's got anything. Or Cardiff would be a good one. I know there's one to Cardiff, coconut milk. For me, anyway.
I'll have a look in a minute when I get back on.
Yeah, no probs. Actually, looks like there's a few to Cardiff, which is good.
Cardiff, let's see.
Either Cardiff or Swansea, look for those. Because Cardiff's next to Swansea.
No.
You got no Cardiff? Sometimes
Only
I hate
Felix,
this thing.
though.
Only Felix, though. Well, unless you want to just tag along with an empty trailer.
Yeah, I can do that also.
Because I've got to drop my load off. And I'm all the way over there.
Fair enough.
What about yourself, Dan? Have you got anything? Are you in yet?
Nope.
Come on, I've got to wind it up, have you?
I know. It's always has been me.
It's alright. I thought I'd start it today. I left it last time I played. It was perfectly fine. Started it today and lights wouldn't come on and God knows what and kicked me out and I was like, here you go. Say again?
What light? What
Oh,
light?
the truck lights.
Oh.
I don't know. It's probably something I did. I don't know what though. Oh, actually,
I took the sound mod out, which is that pain.
Yeah. I'm gonna head over to the green garage and just buy that while I'm here. That means I've at least got London to transport to if I need to.
Mhm. Right, unloading in now.
Okie dokie. Whoa. I think I may have gone a little bit too fast into that.
Yeah, I think so.
But
Buy this garage, yes please. And if we do map, we should then, yeah, straight down to Swansea then.
what's your destination?
Either Swansea or Cardiff is the next nearest.
And your destination Swansea, is that?
Yeah, so if you've got Swansea, grab that one. If not, try and grab Cardiff, otherwise it's going to be a tag along, because I don't think there's anything else in that direction. I mean, we're all using our own trailers, but unless you want to just... If there is something for Swansea using a different trailer, it's up to you really, which way you want to do it. There's no reels.
I got a job for Swansea.
There we are. So you all set? You need to pick up, or...?
Yep, let me pick up.
Which, oh, I think I can... Are you on the map?
Me? Yep.
Oh yeah, you're there. 399 away. Which garage are you picking up from? Garage. Depot.
I'm picking up from the one next to the...
Oh, you cut out. One next for what?
The garage.
Okay. I think I see you there. We can always drive round. Give us something to do. As somebody's pulling out. We'll go around the roundabout. Right, you still in the garage or are you on the move?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
I'm picking up my load now.
You're okay. I was looking at somebody else. What we'll do then, we'll wait on the side by here because there's a big area to wait.
I thought I added you on Steam, did I?
I have no idea. So we're on the road heading out of London, waiting. It's a nice big horn you've got. That's done.
Yeah, that's me, alright.
I couldn't see until he drove past. I was like, hold on a minute. Right, we'll follow Dan.
You didn't see him?
No, I was parked right alongside the thing, of course, so
I
could only see the edge of the truck. I couldn't see the name on it, so I was like, I have no idea whose that is.
okay, yeah.
Why, you just thought the pink truck is me?
I didn't even see pink, I just saw a dark truck. It wasn't until you pulled out I saw the rest of it. I was like, hold on a minute.
It's not a daft, it's the Scania.
No, a dark truck.
Oh.
I saw the front of it because it's dark coloured. I didn't see the white patch or the pink at all. Literally, you were in line with my pillar at the side of the truck, you know, the door.
Oh,
I only had a little glimpse. I was like, oh, hold on. Remember, we sticking to speed limits?
I'm on 55 anyway.
No, I'm just saying. Because mine's limited anyway, so... Hopefully I've got a bit more grunt now I put a V8 in it. Didn't realise I had a 580 or something brake horsepower. I was like, oh, that doesn't seem right.
What truck is it?
Scania, I just didn't put the top engine in.
I got a Scania and I got 750.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I did the truck ages ago, but I must have clicked on the wrong engine as I was doing it. I usually put the V8 in, you know, the 750, but yeah, I forgot. Glad I double checked. I was like, this thing seems really sluggish, you know, it doesn't seem to accelerate that well.
Yeah, but the top in shop is a 730, but what I got is a mod.
Oh, well, the 730 I've got then, because I haven't got any mods on. Whatever that is, so yeah, it must be 730 then. I'll save the mods for single player. It's easier.
Fair enough.
I'm not one for going through mods left, right and centre. I've found a couple of things that I like and I tend to stick to them. Like the...
Yeah, because you used all of the map modes on.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for that.
With Pro mods and so on, the other mods, but I didn't figure out how to load it.
We'll have another batch. I'm still waiting for Pro mods to update itself where, you know, you can get back into it. So when that comes out...
I don't even know how they're going to put it on multiplayer.
Do you know, I don't see it working.
Yeah, me too.
You know, Pro mods causes issues. Yeah, it causes issues as it is on single player, let alone multiplayer.
Yeah.
You know, if they can get it to a way where it's installed and it's not creating any further lag for people. Oh god, maybe toppled over. Then fair enough, but in the busy areas, you know, with a load of trucks, I'm not convinced. But, you know, happy to be proven wrong.
Mm.
It would have been a lot of fun to use promotes on multiplayer player, but
I mean,
I highly doubt it will come.
Does anybody know if they said it's going to be the full-blown Pro mods, or is it going to be like a cut-down version?
The next version?
I do not know.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see.
I saw some pictures on Facebook, but I don't remember what they showed against.
Yeah. No, I'm just waiting for the next version for single player more than anything. I used to be playing with Pro mods and Rust map and everything, but because of all the updates. I kind of left it.
But at the minute you're doing all the trying to get your map that hums.
Yeah, I'd still like to get the base map to 100%. And I'm on 80-something% at the moment, but it's a hard slog at the moment because it's all the little bits and bobs now.
Yeah.
Just wish I was mindful when I first started playing the game. I never learn though. It's half the fun now. I think I've done most of the achievements are done. I think I've only got about 6 or 7 achievements left. So I need to try and polish those off if I can as well.
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus, I also say so. What the fuck? Okay, but yeah, there's a lot of achievements you can do. But
yeah, I think they've added that. Well, this new one, this new truck thing, is that an achievement as well? I can't remember.
I don't know. As I said earlier, I don't care about the paint work and so on. So.
Oh yeah, I just don't see the point. The problem is they do these things, and it's always the same thing. You know, have something for your window, have something for your dash, have something for the paint, and it's like it's always the same thing. And it's just like,
yeah,
I'm not going to do it again. I've done it enough. I'm not going to delve in. It needs to be something different for me now. It'd be nice if they said, you know, even if they did it like a truck, but had like a couple of modified parts on it, but you know, it's there for you to use, and you know, maybe you can't modify the outside of it other than paint. Just something different, because it's always the same thing. You know, it's a little flag on my windscreen does nothing for me. Thanks.
No, I don't mean.
But yeah, maybe one day, but I don't see it happening anytime soon.
Are you talking about the World Truck event?
Yeah. They always do these little events, but they're always the same result, you know, have a paint job or have a flag or this. Nice.
I done it all.
You did go through it all, did you? Are you crazy?
Yep, I done it all.
You know, I've done ones in the past, but you know, when you've done a couple, it's like, nah, I'll just carry on doing what I'm doing, thanks. Unless something comes up and you think, yeah, okay, I really wouldn't mind having that because I'm going to use it and I like the look of it. Fair enough, I can understand. But it's the same as doing any other job at the end of the day. What would be nice is if they said, you know what, do this job and you get that trailer, the one with the truck on the back.
Oh, that would be brilliant.
Well, exactly.
But I can get that into multiplayer with a mod.
Yeah, but you're having to mod it. But that's what I'm saying. You know, other than modding and bringing it into the game and having someone else do it, why not have it so it's an official release? You know, you've got the trailer. You can now use the trailer in the game by doing this event.
Sure.
That would make me think twice about doing the event then. Because it's like, oh, I'm not going to have that unless I do that. You know, having a little truck on the dash or a flag on the window, I'd hardly ever put decorations on the truck.
Same. I don't.
It's the same with things like, hey Kenny. There's things like chrome on the truck. I've kind of learnt to take chrome off as much as possible because chrome actually slows down your frame rate. So I use less chrome because anything that has reflections in it just causes frame drops.
Yeah.
I did a test. I had my truck kitted out with chrome and then I took all the chrome off and checked the frame rate, and the frame rate was better without the chrome. It's not a huge difference, but it's enough. You know, ETS isn't the smoothest running of games at the best of times.
No, that's true.
So for me it was like, okay,
been a good thing to make a new game, but as long as pro modes and so on will work with it, it will win great. With new graphics and so on.
It would be interesting.
For you?
Should be good. It's only 115 miles, so I think we're good.
I guess decent.
Oh, as he drives off. Got my all speed cruise control back on.
Hey.
No, me. I was just weaving. Wasn't paying attention. I was looking at chat. And again, oops. You'll see me weave quite a bit.
That same with me when I go live. Oh, I weave everywhere.
That's because you're a crazy driver. Nah, we all do from time to time. Well, we staying? Yeah, we need to go Cardiff lane, don't we? Because we're going to Cardiff. Because we ain't going to be turning off. I'm surprised Pro Mods, though, has taken that long to complete. It's been ages now since they've done a full...
3 months now, I think.
Yeah.
It was the last update. But as I understood on YouTube videos, it takes very much time to make new cities and so on.
Yeah,
because
so that's
you have to build the road for... Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm guessing it's not just a patch to bring it fully up to date with the existing maps. It's probably going to be patch that and have a new area along with it.
Well, the last update was just they add... was remember, but... Yeah.
Well, that's what I thought was strange, you know, they did the last update and that was, okay, you know, you can have the Baltic Sea, but if you use our Pro Mods, you're only having the Pro Mod version.
Yeah, true.
Which
Yeah,
was like,
they didn't add anything more, did they?
Well, what I thought they would do is, okay, you can download the Baltic Sea map and we'll edit Pro Mods so you can use the Baltic Sea map and our map will fit around it. But they haven't, which I thought was weird.
Yeah, they only updated it for the last Game Wars, or I think.
Hey Kenny, thanks. I do try and keep it on the road. My driving can be bad sometimes.
Keep your eyes on your road, yeah.
Well, yeah, sometimes. There are times when I look up and be like, oh my god, I crossed the road.
Yeah. How you got the guard thing or road or something? I don't know what it's called in English. But...
What, the rails on the side?
Yeah, the rails, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, bridge effect, let's go outside. Boonk.
Do you want to know the Norwegian word for that guard thing?
Is that what it is?
Autovern.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought it would be.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure.
Of course, totally understand what you just said. Not.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm jealous. I wish I had learnt a language when I was younger, that's for sure. You know, it's a good thing to have an alternative language to speak if you can.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on, Kenny, you can't be that bad. Are you using a wheel, or are you driving with a keyboard or a joypad?
Me?
No, Kenny in chat. Cardiff and Swansea.
White lane, we got a roadblock.
Roadblock. I think he's fallen asleep, probably.
Yeah, he's just sitting there.
He's reversing, he's missed his exit. That's what it is. And he didn't want to go the long way round. Ah, mind you, I don't blame him. I've done it a few times.
Yeah, me too.
True. I've like, oh, Dre, I just missed my exit, so fly me in the road.
Well, it's always worth just checking the map to see if it's a short little distance, then just carry on going. But if it's going to be a massive detour, then yeah, it's probably wise just to back it up or swing it round the wrong road, you know? Keyboard or mouse? Yeah, keyboard or mouse isn't the smoothest. Personally, I'd recommend at least an Xbox controller. I always found that to be much better, but then I didn't stick with keyboard and mouse or Xbox controller for too long. Ultimately, I would recommend having a wheel at some point, but you got to start somewhere at the end of the day. I know a gentleman who plays with a keyboard and mouse, and he does a blimmin' good job as well. I didn't even know he did until he told me. I was like, I'm impressed.
Playing with Xbox.
Yeah, Xbox controller is far better than a keyboard in my eyes, but at the end of the day, there's people out there who use keyboard and mouse, and they're very good with it as well.
I don't got enough space on my desk to have a wheel and pedals. So
Make space.
is
Is it literally that? No, there's nothing there.
I want to set up like you do. I'm actually quite jealous, but
Don't get me wrong. I didn't start out with this. You know, it's not as if I just.
I know, but I'm just saying.
You know, this was my goal for a number of years, but I started out with when I first got the game it was keyboard and mouse, and I soon got a PlayStation controller working first. Was the first controller, and then I was like I played with that for a while, and then I ended up buying an Xbox controller, so got that working, and it was I had that for a month or two, and then I think I picked up a Logitech wheel, and that was clamped to the desk. And it wasn't long after that then I decided to upgrade to Thrustmaster wheel. And then, yeah, that's when it really started. That's when all the upgrades started coming in. I was like, right, I want to get into this now.
Yeah, I'm playing so much and other games that it will just be a pain in the ass to take it off and on.
It is, because, yeah, I did the same. You know, this wasn't my only game I was playing. And when you've got the wheel... You know, if you've got the desk, it was good for me because I had a fairly large desk, so I could slide the wheel down when I wasn't using it, out of the way, keep it clamped to the desk. And you can carry on playing with your keyboard and mouse. But if you've only got enough room for a keyboard and nothing else, or even just a keyboard and a mouse, then yeah, having a wheel on the desk at the same time, yeah, it's going to be a pain because you're going to have to take it off, tuck it to one side, or put it away, and then when you want to play with it, you've got to take it all back out, unbox it, plug it all in. So yeah, I can totally understand. Yeah. It is a royal pain when it's like that.
I bought a desk from IKEA.
Yeah.
In Norway, but it's just enough for my screen and keyboard and mouse and so.
Yeah, which is
a little bit less.
But have you got enough room to upgrade the desk in the future if you wanted to?
No, not here where I live now.
That's it then. You've got to make do with what you've got. I mean, you know, if you had plenty of room, you could always look at upgrading, but if you've only got a small area to start with, then it makes it more awkward for you.
Yep.
It's like when I bought this, I thought the area I've got this rig in now, I thought, yeah, you know, it'll fit in there easy. Yeah, it didn't. It was bigger than I expected. I kind of missed my measurements.
Oh dear. Shit.
But I'm lucky because the area it's in, you know, it does fit at the end of the day. It's just a little bit wider than I expected.
Tight fit.
Well, I wasn't planning on going triples, but yeah, the price was right on the monitors, and I thought, go on then.
Fair enough. I'm thinking going truffle on my desk PCs, like maybe 27.
Yeah.
On
27.
my yeah.
Fine. 27's good. Do they say 27 is the sweet spot?
Oh yeah.
So we're just going to drop off. I'm going to drop mine off you. I'll join you in a minute.
I got 39 inches from LG. Before that I got 24 inches screen from Vancouver. Yeah, I figured out it was time to upgrade, so.
Honky honk. And we've stalled. I've got to reverse mine in by here. Come on, back it in.
Oh, by the way, you remember I asked you about that?
What was that? You broke up again.
You know the case, I asked, if my processor gonna fit in it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I might give you a link tonight to a PC part picker or something.
Yeah, but I looked on the main website where the case comes from,
Yeah.
and guess what?
What's that?
The processor I'm gonna get, it fits. No problem. No problem.
So they got it listed as compatible with it, yeah?
Yeah,
Oh, there we are.
everything just gonna slide in perfect.
Well, just if it doesn't, just be aware that you may need a new case, but hopefully if they've listed it correctly, then yeah, you shouldn't have a problem, to be honest.
Quite a small case, but Jesus.
Well, as long as they've said it's compatible with the parts you're buying, then you shouldn't have a problem, to be honest. So, cargo market, guys, let's have a quick look.
Yep.
What do we got? So we're going to be in Swansea.
Uh-huh.
Are we going to go for a long drive?
I don't mind, mate.
Yeah, we've got plenty of time, so we could got Venice.
Italy.
Yeah.
Let me have a look. How do you spell that? Is it V-E-R-O-N-A?
No, it should be V-E-N-I-C-E. I'll put it on my screen if I can get my screens to change. Gotta play ball. Oh yeah. Oh, Kenny, didn't see you write that. Yeah, homemade. Well done. It's always good. I've always tried to modify and make my stuff myself if I can, but comes a point where sometimes you just got to buy.
Right, I got a job. If you know where your destination is,
Yeah.
it's that dot before your destination.
Oh, Verona.
Yeah.
V-E-R-O-N-A, yeah?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, what about Roy? You got anything?
No, not this time either.
Oh God.
Right, what have you got?
Oh.
I think I got a garage there, so I can change the trailer, or just take. Let's see.
Or have a look down like in down the route where we're going. See anything else like look in London or Dover something.
Yeah, you could always click on London because we can swing. Well, we're gonna go near Southampton, so you could have a look there. We can swing by Southampton on the way and see if there's anything that goes to north of Italy. Or we could stop off at Zurich if you've got something that goes to Zurich or Strasbourg. Look, we've got a Swansea to Dusseldorf. Won't do that again.
I got some from to Turku in Finland.
What about that Honorsbrook?
Okay.
No.
Who rings at this time of the night? Seriously.
Your lover. I have no idea.
Actually, yeah, fair enough, I'm single, but seriously, who wants to ring at this time of night? 10:30.
Maybe you've got a fan out there.
Oh God.
You never know. Some weird people out there.
Oh God.
Right, so what do we've got? So, do you have anything that heads towards Italy?
Nope. But I'm gonna change the trailer now. Let's see.
Okay.
Just wait a second.
Whoa, where's your job change?
Oh no, don't worry. We were just looking at options, so it's still we're still Venice.
Okay, go.
Well, we will be when I can move my map. There we are. Hold on. Click there. Should have Venice here somewhere. So you got any of North? You got Turin, Milan, Verona, Venice. They should all be possible destinations. Milan would be a good one because we literally go past that, or Verona then. So we'll stick with those for now unless something else comes up really good. This is the only problem with multiplayer. It's a shame that it just doesn't have same jobs for everybody.
Same, only on external contract.
Yeah, that's when you're using not using your own trucks, then, isn't it?
Pain in the arse.
Well, trailers, I should say. It is a bit.
A bit.
Just a bit.
Ready?
Nope, waiting for Roy. Changing his trailer. If that helps.
Okay.
Because I won't pick up just yet, just in case.
Where are you heading now?
Still north of Italy if you've got anything.
Oh yeah.
No.
No.
Alright.
Fuck this shit.
What do you have anything towards Italy?
I got something in. Let's see again.
Switzerland?
Is it near Italy?
I got something to Strasbourg in France.
That's Germany.
What, Strasbourg?
No, Salta.
Anyway, just you to go without me. I have to find the bed now. I'm gonna get early up tomorrow. So.
Okay, as long as you're sure.
Yep. Yeah.
Alright, and thanks for joining in.
Yeah, it was fun.
We'll do another one another time. As I say, with the streams now, it's going to be at least every Tuesday so far. And if we get more people joining in, then maybe we'll expand and do another day as well. All right?
I think it's fun to drive with other people. So.
Well, yeah. That's the whole point. Is to try and make it more interesting at the end of the day. And it's not as, multiplayer can be boring on your own, to say the least.
Yeah, true.
All right, and thanks for joining.
Yeah. Catch up
See you
later.
soon.
Bye.
Take care. Ta-da.
Bye.
Right, and where are we? Venice. I've lost my thing again. Oh my god. Click.
Oh dear.
Venice. Grab. Come on, let's pick up then. Let's go and get the jobs.
Mine is 7 minutes out of the town.
Yeah, mine's 8 minutes. I don't know where it is. I'm
Oh,
sure I clicked
God.
Swansea. I would have thought it would have been in Swansea, not somewhere else.
I think you're going to the same place as me.
Could be. Right, and speed up. Let's go, go, go.
You're going the right. Yeah, you're going the right place with me.
There we are then.
Did you want maybe change your camera angles?
Oh yeah, good point. Put it on the zoomed in, I forgot I did that. It'll change back now in a minute. Dun, da, da. Right then.
You know them buttons you're using? How are they? Are they quite good?
The Stream Deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good little box. It's not cheap, so I wouldn't buy it just for a button box. But if you're going to use it for streaming and and as a button box, that's great. It takes it's a little bit of work to get it programmed in and working, but once you've done it, you don't really have to mess with it.
Do you have to have a software or something?
Yeah, it comes with it. Once you buy it, it's all with it. It's not like you have to download anything extra or pay for anything extra.
Oh, good.
But the Stream Deck, without a discount, you're probably looking at about 120 quid. I bought it in the Amazon Black Friday. I think it cost me about 85 or something. I can't remember, 80 something anyway. So it's not cheap. If it's purely for tracking and you want it as a button box, a physical button box is more realistic. But there are, you could use, these. Have you got a tablet? Do you use the
what you calling
Sim dashboard?
You're talking about the Sim desktop.
Sim dashboard.
Yeah, what you use for your premium, for your doing rally. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah. Well, you can use that as a button box as well. You know that, right?
But I have to pay extra to get it.
Yeah, but think of it this way: if you wanted something like a Stream Deck, it's going to cost you 80 to 120 quid. If you wanted to use this as a button box, it's going to cost you what, 10 to 12 quid?
Yeah.
To be honest, it's worth paying that £10 because then you'll have multiple dashes you can use, multiple button boxes. You can make your own button box from it as well, and you just swipe through pages of button boxes that you configure yourself. So if you want to put the time in and do it, I would recommend doing that. Have a nice 8-inch, 10-inch tablet, pay for the software, 10, 15 quid, whatever it is, and you're done. Because once you've paid for it, that is it. You've got everything to do what you need to do. Just takes a little bit of work then. I've got to pick up the job, haven't I? It's always handy.
Ready?
Just loading the cargo. I was too busy yapping. And we're off. Yeah, so I don't think I've got a button box programmed in here. I'll have a look. Nope, there we are. It's not mapped. But if you ever get to look at the stream in a moment, you will see a button box.
Oh yeah.
And there's a start button. There's a number of switches you can assign to different features. It gives you a little bit of mapping on there. GPS, tells you your truck health. So it's got everything just like a normal button box, but it's just done digitally.
But it's not mapped up yet.
No, because I don't really need it. I put it on there just to show other people. Because, I get other people have asked me about what it can do.
Yeah.
People seem to think it just does dials and things like that. No, it's not just there for dials. It is a functional unit as well. You can create buttons. So all you do basically is in the game itself, you assign a keyboard button press to it. So I don't know, you could have K for lights or L for lights and wipers and whatever. You program in the letters you see fit, and I'm going into the wrong gear now. Once you've done that, you go into the button box, you put the buttons out you want, and then you just assign the key press to the button. So when you press the button there, it's pressing the keyboard K for you. It's a nice way of doing it. And you can have different colours, different shaped buttons, styles, what have you. Right, I'm way behind, but I'll catch up. So yeah, for the sake of whatever it is, 10, 12 quid, I would say yeah, pick it up. I picked it up when I first found it, which is ages ago. I've been using it for probably good over a year and a half now. I've tried SimHub, that does a similar thing, that's free, but I don't like...
You don't like it?
Well, it's good, but I don't like the way you have to configure the HUD. You know, it's got preloaded ones, and there's people that have modded them as well, and you can sideload them in and what have you. But when it comes to creating your own and adding your own buttons, I find it a bit clunky, and I don't fully understand it. This, I find it really simplistic. Doesn't take a lot of learning. You know, it's kind of self-intuitive as to how you program the keys and how you configure and place the items on the screen. You know, I picked it up really easy. So if you want easy software, I would recommend this.
Fair enough.
Right, and I'm assuming I'm going in the right direction. I'm way behind.
I only did 55 anyway, so...
Well, that's as fast as I can go, so I'm not going to catch up. Slow down to 50.
Yeah, it's much. I got fast acceleration. I can go up to 55 in seconds.
I don't know, these mods terrible.
What's that?
I said these mods people use is terrible. I can see you on the map now. I'm catching slowly.
I ported someone yesterday. It literally, he was right next to me, like nothing happened, and then he just went straight past me, and he was popping a wheelie, you could tell front wheel was lifting off the floor, and he's gone half a mile down in seconds. I was like, yeah, speed hack.
Just a little. I don't understand, you know. Why cheat the game? Where's the enjoyment in that? I've never been one for that.
It's just unreal why you want to lift your front wheels up and let go.
I mean, your mod, it's not that bad. You know, yeah, okay, you accelerate a bit quicker, you got maybe a bit higher top speed, but it's nothing crazy, you know. But to do, you know, to do something really crazy where, you know, you're down the road in seconds, just seems pointless. Crazy.
It is. One stage I was just driving along with admin, and I got a friend that is admin, and he didn't realise about it. Oh, I said, what's this? And then he did. Boom, he's banned him permanently.
Hold on, my lights aren't on. I'm surprised I haven't got my lights. That could cause problems.
Why do you want your lights on?
My lights on?
Yeah.
Oh, because I'll know I forget to put them on when I need them on.
Oh.
So I normally have them on all the time, but they turned off. Because I'm one for forgetting about putting my lights on when I should have them on. I'll be driving along, next thing you know, boop, you're offline. I'm like, oh god, I forgot my lights again.
Yeah, same here.
So I tend to leave them on. As I just noticed now, they were all off, so I thought, no, put them on now, I'll forget. So what have we got? We got, yeah, I'm going to stop for fuel if there's a fuel stop on the way. I've only got 200 odd litres and it's 1,000 miles to go.
Wow.
Yeah. 23-hour drive we've got. That should see us through to the end of the day.
Do you want me to slow down a bit, or are you alright?
Well, you're hitting the bridge now and coming up to it. Slow down a little bit. Or if a petrol station turns up, pull in, because I'll be there as well then.
Okay, go. So I just hit 50 now.
Got to do external view while going over the bridge. Roof view at least. Taking in the sights. I gotta admit, I don't know what it is. My stream looks nice and smooth today. Well, I haven't changed anything.
What? No settings? Nothing?
No, nothing graphically. I haven't edited anything at all. I'm just looking up and it looks really quite smooth.
one stage, I was like really pushing out there on single player. I didn't know how I was running it, right?
Yeah.
It is 1080p in ultra, and I'm like, how? How am I running this? And there was no lag, and I was like, for a computer I got now,
Yeah.
I was like, what? It's a really old processor, and I don't know how, it just blew my head up.
It's not so much. I don't think this game uses a lot of processor. It's more graphic. As long as you've got a tidy graphics card, you should get some decent performance. I mean, a CPU can... Go on.
I got a 4 gig though on the graphic card.
Yeah, but what is it?
AMD RX 550.
It shouldn't be too bad at running it.
Yeah.
What kind of? What's your average frame? Do you know?
Frames is literally it's smooth every time. It's no drop. It's 60 frames all the way.
Ah, there we are. That's all you need. Wait until you do triples though. Then you feel
Oh yeah, yeah. Then I'll be talking.
When it's in areas like here, it's fine. You know, I can do 60 all day long. But when it gets to the city, I've seen it drop down to 20 in some cities. It's like, wow.
Let me out.
Gladly, it doesn't usually last that long at that frame rate. You know, it's right in the middle, or if there's a load of vehicles, you know, single player. But as long as you're pulling out of the city, it ramps up pretty quick. Yeah, it's not the best of graphic engines these days. It's a little bit old. It would be interesting to see what they could make of the game if they started from scratch. I wonder if they could make a big improvement in the overall graphics, you know, and kept the performance.
On this game?
Yeah, on this game, if they redid it from scratch. You know, when you see what can be done, you know, look at GTA, open world kind of thing. Look at been playing loads of the Division 2 myself recently. The detail they've got in that game, brilliant. You know, there's a lot of detail here. There's a lot of grass and things like that. Fire, that's fine, but is it using the best method? I couldn't tell you. I'm not a graphics programmer, but
True.
I do feel it. If they use the new engine to do everything, it could be improved on.
Oh, I got a little spike there then.
Did you?
Yeah. I had a little stop and then go again.
Who are you with for broadband?
TB.
BT.
BT.
Yeah.
My download is like roughly about 55 megabyte per second download.
Yeah.
And then my upload is roughly about 10, 11.
Yeah, it should be enough to play the game perfectly fine. Maybe just the game itself.
Yeah.
My downloads is not a problem, it's my uploads the problem, because I'm limited to 12, but I would prefer more, but that's the way Virgin is, unfortunately.
Can you get fibre in there?
It's fibre. All Virgin is fibre these days. But it's the way they do it, and it's frustrating me because Virgin they rave about how fast they are, which, you know, technically if you've got a good service with Virgin, you can have 200 meg all day long, and I do. I get 200 meg broadband download speeds all the time.
Jesus.
Their problem is they limit the uploads on all their bandwidths. So if you have, say, a 50 meg or 100 meg, you're probably looking at about 3 to 6 gig upload, meg upload, sorry. If you're on a 200, you're looking, I think it's 12, and if you're on the 350, I think it's 15. Which to me, in this day and age, is pretty poor when it comes to uploads. I would like to see them jump at least double those speeds on all their tiers of broadband, you know? But I don't see them changing anytime soon. You know, I've been with Virgin I don't know how long, so, you know, touch wood, they've been good in terms of performance. I've had very few periods where I've been without the service over the years, but the one thing I think they're lacking now is upload speeds. They really need to look at bumping those up. You know, the broadband is used more and more these days, and I understand why they're limiting it. It's because, you know, upload is where it's going to impact them the most in performance. But people are using the broadband service differently these days. You know, it's not just streaming. People are uploading and want to be able to upload.
Oh yeah.
You know, I find it really weird that you can pay for a 350 meg service, but your upload's only, you know, 15 meg. It's like, what? I would be happy paying for a 50 meg download and a 40 meg upload. That would be brilliant. I don't need the download speed. I would prefer to have an upload speed. But they just don't give you an option, which is a shame.
Is it penny?
Yeah, so it would mean either, if I wanted a better upload, it either means jumping up to 350, which is pointless, because I'm only benefiting a few meg, or it would mean change provider, have a lower download, and a slightly better upload. What's that mean?
Dude on that hill.
Ah, right, I was wondering. Come on, get in gear, man!
Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh, you had a fast track, come on. I'm going to do you otherwise. Nah, I'm not. I just messed up my gear change as well. You need to change lane, don't you? I'll give you room. Oh yeah, we need to look for fuel. I've just hit the running out of fuel sign. I'm too busy yapping, I haven't been looking.
Oh dear.
I've got 150 litres left. Oops! Let's have a look at the map. Where's my map? Ooh, there should be something on the way, so...
Yep, it is. I just saw service in...
Should have enough to make it.
Jesus, my turbo just clicked in now.
Yeah, you need a twin turbo. One small one, one big one. Or a supercharger and a turbo. That'd be cool.
Jesus, that would literally take off, no problem.
Don't know if they use superchargers on trucks.
Don't know.
You know, you hear of diesels and turbos, but not really aware of any truck that may use a supercharger. Don't even. Is there a diesel car that uses a supercharger?
Yep.
Don't know.
Fuel station.
Yep, I'll take that one. Do 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 do. Can we both use the same fuel at the same time?
Nope.
Damn it.
Jesus, 1,000 just went in there.
That's like how I enjoy my Scania T, because that takes 1,400. Brilliant. It's like, yeah, fill up, I can drive for ages.
Yeah, true.
What's this one going to do? I think this is 1,000, or is it just over? I can't remember. We shall find out. Nope, 1,000 only. Okay, let's go. So what other games are you playing at the moment?
Farm Sims, and also Car Mechanic.
Oh yeah, is that the new
Yeah.
one? The 18 one, is it?
Yeah, I play that, and also Train Mechanic.
Oh, there's a train mechanic, is it?
Oh yeah, Train Mechanic, right?
No, I've not seen that one. I was thinking about getting the car one, but I've gone into the wrench, the VR one. I quite like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I thought it's good for clicking a mouse in Car Mechanic, but the VR one, I think it's a different experience. But they've brought it to desktop now, so you can get it on desktop version as well.
Oh nice. I might have a look at it.
It's good. It's still in development, so it's not a completed game, but the graphics, they've done a really good job. You know, it's nice, clean, up-to-date graphics on it.
The mechanic games I got is Train Mechanic, Car Mechanic, Truck Mechanic, and Plane Mechanic.
I didn't even know they did all those.
There's Motorbike Mechanic out there as well.
Alright. Bit of everything then, really.
Oh yeah.
Won't be long before you have one then that comes out and does them all. Fix everything mechanic.
You got Farming Mechanic as well.
Blimey.
Oh yeah.
Wait until they start simulating the smell. No thanks.
Oh god.
Let's wash that manure off first. Well, no, we can leave that one. So we've got, we should have enough fuel to get there because it's what, 900 odd miles and we've got 900 odd litres in the tank, so
Hopefully.
yeah, it'll be fine because as long as if you've got the same litres as mileage, you'll always have enough fuel left. Because you'll end up driving in the efficient range of the truck anyway, so you'll be fine. Oh my god, so what are we on? It's, crikey, it's only 10 to 11, really? Feels much later than that, or is it just me?
Yeah, same here, it feels late.
See, they change the clock, so it just screws your internal clock completely.
Oh, in 1 minute I need to turn the lights on. There you go, lights on.
See? And that's why I put mine on ages ago. I don't have to worry about it.
Wrong one. That's my hazard.
Well, you're still lights, technically. At least we're in a quiet area. Can't believe the traffic jams that they've been because of that truck thing.
Oh my god. You know that World of Truck event?
Yeah.
Literally, I did it on server 2.
Yeah.
Got to the destination. Oh my god. 150 trucks there.
Yeah.
And let's say, have a guess how long before I got to the destination.
When you got stuck, I don't know, an hour or two?
Half an hour.
Half an hour's not that bad. I was expecting it to be worse, to be honest.
Oh yeah, but at the end of the day, some of them are getting kicked.
Yeah, they were doing it because they're probably impatient or doing things they shouldn't do, or
Yeah.
or maybe they're just logging out. Yeah, I don't understand. You know, if you're going to be there, I wouldn't risk my delivery because of that.
Did you do the Christmas event or not?
The Christmas one?
Yeah.
I did one of them. I don't know if it was this one. You know, I think it's been a while. I might have done one. I think it was the Christmas one I did. I think that's probably the last one I did, but it's like, I'm not going to be interested in doing anything else unless they bring something new for, you know, what you receive afterwards.
True.
You know, it's all very well have a fancy trailer, but, you know, you've driven it once. Would I want to go do it again in a rush? Not really. Let's face it, you're driving the truck, you can't see what you're towing behind you half the time, unless you're looking in the mirror all the time.
True.
I mean, when you're driving, do you do interior view, you know, first person view all the time?
Yeah, cab.
So, you know, unless you're one who drives exterior view all the time, you get to enjoy the view of what you're trucking. Fair enough, you know.
Sometimes I go in a number 6 view. You're gonna hate it, but number 6 on it's terrible. It's terrible.
Number 6? Hold on, I don't even know if mine's programmed in.
Yeah, number 6.
Let me get to a straight, because if it's not programmed in, I'm going to need to flick back quickly. I'll get around these sections first. Oh, we're there. We'll wait until we cross then. I can be playing safe then. Channel.
Yeah, you will say Mum says a definite no for you.
Right, let's go down here. Have a look here, actually. No, I've not got it programmed in. I've disabled the views.
Hey?
I've disabled the views on the keyboard.
Oh, what? How?
Yeah. Oh, you just go in there and register the button presses. Saves me hitting the key by accident and going, what did I just blooming hit, you know? Because I've got the views that I do want to use on the button box. So I just press those and I know then I'm always going to get the set views all the time. Okay, let's pull out of there. Try not to hit anything.
Okay, why are we in each other?
I don't know. You're going to cause an accident. I'll let you go. I don't even know when their free zone ends around here.
At the end of the road.
At the far end, yeah?
Yeah, you know where when we turn out?
Yeah, just by there, is it?
There.
Is Kenny still around? I wish they give timestamps in their chat so I could know when people last messaged. I'm not always paying attention to chat sometimes, so it's hard to tell whether somebody messaged recently or whether it was half an hour ago, you know? And Kenny says hi to Dan.
Who?
Kenny in chat. Next time you're driving, you should have YouTube chat open. You can see what people are saying.
I have got YouTube chat open.
Alright, can you see my chat?
Hold on a minute, I'm doing
It's probably stuck or something, because it should be updating the chat.
Yep, I can see it now.
There we are.
Hello.
You've got no truck. And hello there, Clark, how you doing? It's alright, no worries. There'll be other days, well, other Tuesdays so far anyway.
Why, every Tuesday now, is it?
Yeah, that's what I've got started last week. Every Tuesday it'll be multiplayer tracker. I want to see if I can kind of get some interest on the channel with that. You know, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you don't know unless you try.
True.
As I say, there's no real set rules. You don't have to be in a VTC. You could just join, tag along. You know, as long as it's all friendly driving and no messing about, we won't have any issues, you know.
True. But you know, I'm in one the VTC.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You can be in any VTC what you like. You don't have to be in mine, or you can be in somebody else's. Just if you want to tag along, you can tag along. My Euro Truck multiplayer is very limited at the moment because obviously I don't normally do multiplayer, so this is me trying to get more into the multiplayer side. I've done, as you know, I've done tons of single player. My guy's way ahead, so I've got no problems there. And I've had people asking me to do multiplayer, so I thought, okay, you know, I'll have a go at doing multiplayer. So. This is the way to get a truck. You can download a modded profile if you can find one. I couldn't tell you where to find one because I don't have any links for that, but they are out there. But I wouldn't go for a stupidly modded one where it's 100% done, because that makes the game really boring. I believe there are people who
really
do
boring.
like started profiles, so you got enough money to maybe a couple of million in the bank. So at least then you can buy a couple of trucks and get a couple of garages going. That's what I would go for if you can find one. Just be careful where you download them from to make sure you're not downloading any viruses. So I'd recommend having an antivirus installed. So at least you can scan the files when they're coming in.
Yeah, the second I download it, it scans it straight away. If it's rubbish, it don't even download it, it fails it.
Yeah, it's worth having when you're going to do, you know, those mega share websites or whatever. If it's a genuine file off a friend, then fair enough, as long as you can trust that person. But half these websites I wouldn't trust with a barge pole, to be honest.
Oh, I don't either. We did one stage, I clicked on the link and my antivirus didn't pick it up, and bang, my Steam got hacked.
Yeah, this is it, see. Yeah, do that if you want to. Just get your single player. I think it's 2 hours or something you got to do on single player on it, and then you can get into multiplayer if I remember correctly. Shouldn't take you long to do, to be honest. You've got to do like a couple of hours on single player, haven't you, before you can do multiplayer.
2 hours.
Yeah, there we are. So do 2 hours, and then you can start get yourself a loan, get yourself a truck. Just got to be careful when you first start. That's all. He's racing off into the distance again.
Am I racing distant?
I don't know. Probably because my
got
truck's
my
slower
camera.
accelerating, remember? Yours is faster accelerating, so you'll get to your top speed quicker.
I haven't got my acceleration on. It's 55.
Yeah, but you're still accelerating from 40 to 50 quicker than I could.
Oh yeah.
Well, there we are. So that way you're going to be getting to your top speed before I can, which means for that 10 mile an hour, or for that, I don't know, minute or so, you're going to be pulling away.
Flying away.
Yeah. Just means every so often you need to bring it down a couple of miles per hour and I'll catch up. There's a truck coming up from behind as well, just so you know.
Is he overtook you?
Not yet. He's, I just saw him in the mirror now. But he will be in a minute.
We need to be in the left lane anyway. It is a turn.
Whoa, hold on. I mean, left lane or right lane?
Left.
Okay. So why are we in the right lane then?
Why, you can see me now?
I can see you move now, yeah, he's coming the same way as well. Yeah, you probably get a tracker the next day or two, don't worry about it. 2 hours is nothing.
And also this is legit. My it's legit is a profile from France.
From where?
I started from scratch.
Oh, you started from scratch. Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I only have 9. I only have 9 trucks.
I think I've got about 9 at the moment, maybe less actually. But yeah, I didn't start with this one from scratch. I thought, now I'm going to do multiplayer, but I'm not starting from scratch again because I've still got my main profile. I'll just do this one. This has only got, like, what? Well, it's on 6 million. I think it started with 4 million, and you don't have anything else. So you just have a bit of cash and a truck to start with. Everything else, and you've got to buy with the money it gives you. So I thought that's good enough for me because it gets me started, gets me where I can buy a couple of garages so I can hop around the map if I need to. Right, he's going for the overtake.
Is he now?
Yeah. I'm going to back it off a little bit, make it easier for him.
I hope he don't cut me up because I need to do a turn off.
Nah, he's coming up on you now. Just back it off a couple of miles and he'll pass you easy then. And that's the part of the problem, you see, because people think, oh, you know, I'm going to do my speed and stay at my speed and let them work to get round. If you're worried about getting hit, just drop the speed by 2 miles an hour, you know?
Whoa!
Yeah, I saw that leaning.
I felt that leaning.
Went a little bit too fast.
A bit.
Yeah, so best thing to do, if somebody's overtaking you and you're like, oh, I'm worried that they're going to clip the front of my truck or something, rather than expect them to make the maneuver cleanly, if you're worried about it, just knock your speed down by 2-3 miles an hour, and I guarantee you they will find it easy to get past you and make their maneuver 10 times easier. And because you're only dropping by 3 miles an hour, it's not going to take you forever to get back to your main speed that you're at.
Oh no, for me, not.
Because if you're both doing, you know, if I'm doing 50, or say I'm doing, you know, 55, and I'm trying to overtake you and you're doing 54, or hovering between 54 and 55, then it's going to take me forever to overtake. Sooner or later, someone makes a mistake, you're going to hit. So why put yourself in danger for longer when all you need to do is say, okay, I'll back off for, you know, a couple of moments, let the guy overtake, and then go back to my speed as normal. To me, it makes more sense to do that, you know? It's a bit like if you're in a racing game and if you've got a guy who's faster than you and he's constantly behind you, hounding you to get past, you know, yes, you're in a race and technically you want to be in front, but if you know what, if I stay here, sooner or later you're going to make a mistake or he's going to make a mistake and you're going to take each other out. And if you've got another 50 laps to do, why ruin your race, you know, 5 laps into the race when you could let him go? You may have a crash later on, but you're still on the road doing what you're doing. You know, you've got to think of the big picture.
True. It is. I've done that one. It is, you know, a game called Race Room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that, and one stage, I don't know how, but he was literally sitting on my ass all the way.
Yeah.
I was like, here we go. I knew something was going to happen. I swiped.
Oh, you broke up then. What was that?
I swiped out.
Yeah. And that's just it, see? So, you know, by having someone hounding you from behind all the time in a racing game, there's the pressure of trying to stay ahead, which means you're overdriving. And especially, you know, if it's like a 1 lap race or something, or it's the final lap, yeah, okay, you want to stay there, so you're going to fight for it. I totally get that. But if you just start the race and you've got another, 20, 50 laps to do, why cause yourself that much hassle over what could be the next 2-3 laps, and then you take yourself out, or he takes you out, or you take him out, and let them by and fight it further down the line. Especially in racing games, because most people overdrive anyway, and next thing you know, they're in the wall before you know it.
That is true.
Because that's me. I'm usually the one who's overdriving. But I've learned at least that, if I'm driving and there's a guy faster than me, there's no point in me fighting it, because I'll just end up ruining my own race.
Am I pulling away from you again?
A little bit, nothing major though at the moment. I've literally got it smack on 55, so...
Same here.
It's got to be your acceleration doing it.
My acceleration is absolutely ridiculous. It is one stage. I said to one of my mates, get a Scania S with the highest engine, but I didn't tell him what I got in my engine. So, and then we had a race. What? Me? Oh, Jesus, I was in front, no second. I took off like a bullet.
I'm not surprised with the mod.
It's the acceleration. It's a Volvo engine.
Debra Banda, thanks for the comment. No, I'm just saying hello in chat. Hopefully I got the name right, because I might have killed it. Do apologise if I did.
What headset you got?
Corsair Void.
Pro? The wireless ones?
Yeah, wireless.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah, I've got 2 sets now. I just bought another set. I've had this one for probably 3 years now, and the battery is starting to die. When it charges now, it charges to about 80%, and that's it. I've had it for such a long time. Even the microphone with the boom arm, I've used it so much that the boom arm now doesn't stay up; it just drops straight back down.
What? It won't say need mic and that's it.
Yeah. It's a Scania truck I normally drive, and if it's single player, I'm usually driving a T-Series Scania. But yeah, I purchased another one, but I've got another PC upstairs, so the new one stays with that one, because I don't use that PC too much. And when this one finally dies, I'll swap over then. But Amazon had another sale on, so I thought, oh, I'm going to buy that, and they had an extra £5 off, so I thought I'll get it now while it's on a discount.
I got mine at £80.
Yeah, mine was just down, just shy of £70-something, I think it was. So I thought that's one of the lowest prices I've seen. Yeah, I've seen them for lows about 73, but that's usually Black Friday or when there's a sale on.
Oh yeah.
So when I saw it back down to that price, I thought, no, I'll buy it now, because otherwise, when it does, if this does finally break or stop charging, then I'm gonna have to buy another one. And no, my luck, it'll be at £80 to £100 on my luck.
It's on £100 right now.
Yeah, that's it. See, so I was lucky when it was there. But as I did buy the Corsair HS70.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I talked to somebody before, and they were like, "Nah, don't buy it. It's not worth it. It's not as good." And I thought, I'm going to try it just because I want to see what it's like. I sent them back within 48 hours. It sounds exactly the same. They're no better, no worse than the Voids. But the ear cups, the padding on them is shallower, so when I put them on, my ears were resting against the cup inside. So after 5-10 minutes, my ears were killing me. I was like, I can't wear these. The pressure on my ears is stupid, because the headphone was actually touching my ears. For a headphone that cost me 90 quid, I was like, there's no way I'm doing that. So I went back to these. These have got to be, yes, they feel a little bit loose in your head, but it doesn't really spoil the experience. Sound quality is very good, I find. But the fit is brilliant. They're such a comfortable headset. You can put them on your head. You can wear these for hours on end, and you get there's no pressure. There's no tiredness from them. And as I say, I've used these for at least the last 3 years, and I'm on my second set now, so more than happy. I've still got an older set of the Corsair 2100s. They're still running.
Maybe, yeah.
But I keep them as a backup set now, just in case. Because, again, they're rather old and the battery's not working too well on the Wi-Fi. But I did find somewhere that sells a battery that does fit these.
Ooh.
So I'm thinking if the battery does finally die, I'll see if I can mod and put a new battery in it. If I can get it working, then I'll do a video on it.
That would be handy.
Well, the battery's like, I think it would cost, like, what, probably less than £5 for the battery.
Fair enough.
And I think, where is it? Yeah, the controls are on the left-hand side. The battery's actually in the right ear cup.
What?
Yeah. So, they put the battery in the right ear cup. There's a wire going over your headband then, and that connects to the controls on the left-hand side, I believe. So, all you need to do is take the ear pad off, and I think there's a couple of screws on the inside which will then release the outer compartment, or the outer side of the headphone, which should give you access to the battery. And then it should be just a matter of either clipping the wires and soldering in new wires, or if I'm lucky, it'll be unplug and just plug a new one in, you know?
Hopefully. But now me soldering.
Well, to be honest, if it's a battery's only going to be 2 wires, positive and negative, you don't even really have to solder it. Soldering just means it gives you a better connection. You could do it the cheap way, you know, twist the wires together, a bit of electrical tape around each one. It's not going to be a brilliant connection, but it'll be enough to get it working.
Oh yeah.
Now, solder just means it's going to be a nice solid connection, and it's not going to break in a couple of days, you know. So yeah, and plus the ear pads on these headsets, the foam stuff itself is fine. That's lasted really well, but you know the bit that attaches to the headset that's like imitation leather or plastic or something, all of that is flaking off.
Oh god.
Which will happen. I mean, you know, they're not going to put really expensive foam stuff and, you know, the best materials on there, so over time it will. And remember, I've had these 3 years.
Yeah,
You know, the warranty
true.
on them is 2, and as far as I'm concerned, if it lasts the warranty and more, then I'm happy. When these have performed without a glitch, to be honest. The only thing that did break was, you know, the Wi-Fi adapter.
The what?
The Wi-Fi adapter. You know, the little dongle.
Oh, the USB, yeah?
Yeah, I needed to buy a new one because I stepped on mine.
How?
For the PC upstairs,
Yeah.
it won't get a signal downstairs from upstairs. So I put it on an extension lead,
Mm.
and I put the cable resting or hanging over something. I can't remember what it was, but it was hanging there fine, and it fell off. And of course I was walking around, wasn't paying attention. Next thing you know, crunch, I stepped on it. I was like, oh well, that's buggered that one then. So I literally went on eBay and someone was selling one for like a £10. I was like, I'll have that, thank you very much.
What,
the things-
what? You just plug it in and it's connected to your...
Yeah, well, on the adapter, on the dongle, there's a little pinhole. And what you do, you get a little pin, poke it in there, and it puts the adapter into a search mode. And there's a way of putting the headset into a search mode, so you can program it to work with a new adapter.
Oh.
So, you know, if you break your adapter, don't worry, you just need to buy another one. But it's finding someone who's selling one, or hoping that Corsair are willing to get one out to you, you know? Because I don't know if you can buy them individually from Corsair. But I thought for a tenner off eBay, I'm not going to argue, no?
Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that.
But I have found, you know, the ear pads on eBay, and I think on Amazon now, there's somebody selling replacement ear pads. Because when I looked about a year ago, you couldn't buy replacement ear pads for these.
And now you can.
Yeah, I think they're about £5. For £5 is a bargain. I would recommend picking up a set. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick up a spare set. So at least this headset then will be nice and tidy. Because I've got to admit, they're probably a bit grotty by now. It's been on my head I don't know how long. Right, what are you doing?
Hold on a minute.
I'm going to pull over. We go in the right direction. Oh, we'll stop here a second. It's almost tempted to get a cup of coffee.
I'm back.
All right?
Jump off.
You gotta jump off, you. No problem.
Oh well.
It is what it is, and you can always finish the job another time anyway.
True.
All right. What didn't you? Right, well, we'll crack on then. Get this job finished.
True. Take it easy.
No problem. Take care. Ta-da. Let's get the old hazards off. No. Right then, let's crack on, shall we? So we've got, what, 459 miles, another 10 hours supposedly in game, so I'll be fine now. Maybe I need to... Couldn't get it in gear then. There's a few people in here, so there's a little bit of lag going on, but hopefully we'll clear past that now. About 200-300 meters or so. It's all quiet now. So we'll play around with the cameras and things. I can't expect too much. I haven't really been online other than playing The Division for like the whole of the weekend. I've got a bit. I'm enjoying that game though. It is good fun. So I think that with The Division now, I will play it again at some point, but I don't know when. So probably next weekend. But I'll probably be doing a bit of driving and Division, so I'll just decide whether I'll be doing it in the daytime or in the evening. Tomorrow I might start Dirt Rally again. Maybe use the... trying to think. No problem, Dan. Take care. So we'll do Dirt Rally. I think it's the Elite event I'm in at the moment, Korea. We didn't get anywhere close to the top on that one, but we'll change car. We may go back to the Subaru again and try the Subaru. Maybe the Lancia. I'm toying with the Lancia. But, yeah. But the Subaru... I did well in the Subaru last time, so I'm thinking if I can do well in the Subaru on Elite level, like I did in Pro, because I think on Pro I finished 3rd, but yeah, I finished 15th in the Elite with... what car was I driving? I think it was the Golf. So yeah, we might change car and try the event, well, try the Korea again and see if we can progress any further. I do want to try and get back into iRacing as well, because I've managed to get the D-Class license. So I want to see if we can progress any further there, so I need to try and get back into that somehow, but I don't know when I'll squeeze that back in. I mean, I've got Race Room myself, but I've never really got into that. It's I need to try and sort out finding a way of doing multiplayer on that, maybe. And of course I got my single player of ETS. I've got to get back into that. We've got to look at doing the map progress still, and I'll have another look at the remaining achievements and see if there's anything I can try and do. I think there's a couple of things in France I've got to finish off. I've got a 100% map I've got to do 100% garages, so I need to find the list there and see what I'm missing. Can't have many left. Down to 365 miles and 8 hours. So that was 2 hours off. That was pretty quick. Do 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 do. Oh, slow that down, that's a little too fast. Careful around the corner. That was on the edge of traction. That's the only problem with multiplayer. Sometimes it's so quiet, you're just wondering whether you're still on the server. Got to keep checking the list to find out. We got, what, 7 hours, 45, 3% damage on the truck, 3% damage on the trailer. Don't know where or how that came about. But we'll try and keep the top speed going, try and make as much time up as we can. I've got to still try and fix my indicators. I bought 2 stalks that I converted into indicators, and I still need to make a box to put them in and mount them somewhere ish here. I used to be using them before, but I had a different wheel setup back then, so it was easier, but now I've got less space, so I'll see what I can do. I still need to look at that. That'll be one of my side projects I've got to kind of work out. If I get it working, I'll do a video on what I did to get it working. Now that's the 300-mile mark remaining, leaving us just shy of 7 hours. I think we should be pretty much there in about half an hour, I would have thought, maybe sooner. Oops. Don't want to drive across the lanes. If we get anybody watching, you're more than welcome to say hi. Getting quite quiet now. I think it's been one of those quiet weeks, to be honest. Oh, that's way too fast. Slow down. Ah, there's Milano coming up. Milan. And I do like getting into the north of Italy. It's some really good. I like the scenery in Italy, I do. Milano and Torino. was another 50 miles knocked off, down to 5 hours 44. Ooh, exterior view. That does look nice. What a great little area. Oh, really nice. Couldn't get back in truck then. Jesus, nearly went off. Blinking it, mister. We are coming down to 200 miles, so that's going to hit the 4 hours 55. We're flying through at the moment. It might be just another 10-15 minutes maybe. Fuel wise, we've got 363 litres remaining with 198 miles, so plenty of fuel. We don't need to worry about that. We'll get to the destination, we can fill back up at the destination. However, just so you know, this will be the last job for tonight because it is getting late. The Scania's still got some nice sounds. However, there are some really good sound mods for the Scania, so you know, there's a number of good V8 open pipe sounds you could download and try out and find one that's even better, to be honest. You tend to find though that a lot of mods won't work in multiplayer, but on the single player, if you're happy to play that. That was close. I had to stop. I was going to hit. Hello there, Mr. Clark. Good to see you again. Yeah, some good views. Italy is always, I find, really good for views. I love the Italy map. Going through Verona and Milano. In what way about the tablet? To watch the streams, or you mean to use it for something else? Yeah, well, tablets are still good. I mean, I've got, well, I would class as an older tablet, but I've still got an Apple Air 2 tablet. It still does me proud. You know, I've thought about changing, but it's like, well, I don't really need anything faster. It still does YouTube fine. It's still up to date. You know, I can still view pages quickly and, you know, without any issues. So I'm just going to stick with it until I feel the iPad being too sluggish to use. And then I'll look at changing it. But, you know, I've thought about, oh, you know, be nice to get something like a Pro or something. But there's just no point. I don't use it enough to warrant it. And it'll just be an expense that would be worthless because I'm not using the pad. So I don't know if I'll replace and get another iPad, because I do like the iPad, but maybe I'll go back to an Android Android iPad. That makes sense, doesn't it? An Android tablet. If you want to do multiplayer, Kenny, you would need to, one, have ETS with all the map downloaded, and then you need to download Truckers MP, which gives you the multiplayer aspect, and you need to create an account there and then basically get yourself sorted. Now you can either start a new profile, which means if you start a new profile you need to do at least 2 hours single player on that profile. Look at the size of that plane. Or you can use an existing profile and link it in. But yeah, that's what you need to start. Yeah, I'll have to check it out another time. But yeah, we can have a look. What is it, a 10-inch tablet you've got? I must admit, if I do get a new tablet, I wouldn't mind a 10-inch tablet or something. Something a little bigger. I mean, the iPad Air 2 that I got is like a 9-point-something tablet, but I'd like a 10, maybe to a 12-inch tablet if I do change, but that won't be for a long time because the one I've got now is doing perfectly fine. Unless I break it and drop it, obviously. Then yeah, that would be a problem. We're down to the last remaining 2 hours of the job. 113 miles, 264 litres. Accuracy, how you doing? How's things? How's the stream going? It's like any other day. It's all good. What about yourself? You been busy? You been streaming at all? How's the rig and PC? Everything behaving this time? Aye, what are you planning on doing, eh? GTX 950, depends what you want to use it for, to be honest. What do you got planned with it? Oh, it's like this one. This is a 7-inch here. It's a Huawei tablet. I think it's a... Is it 7 or an 8? Maybe 7. Maybe an 8. Can't remember for the life of me. I'll have to measure it, to be honest. For streaming, eh? So you're going to try and do a dual PC setup. Well, the 950 should have a NVENC encoder, so you can either use the NVENC encoder, the Intel chip, if it's got onboard graphics, that would be an option, or you could use the CPU to do the encoding. Have a play around and find which one gives you the best settings, but you probably know all that already. Yeah, it's good because you're taking the load off your main PC to allow your main PC to do, you know, as much frames per second as possible. Remember that when you stream from one to the other, you know, using NDI or anything, there is still a little bit of overhead, but it's better having 1 or 2% overhead than there is having, say, 20-30% overhead. Luciano, how you doing? Welcome. He says top, I say bottom. I don't know. I think it's one of those games. Oh, what? Hold on a moment. Oh. My son's left my main TV on and it's got this static image on it. It should be alright. And I hit my camera again, do apologise. It should turn off on its own, but it hasn't. That's really annoying. No, you can't. The problem with your setup and my setup is we're both running 144 Hz monitors, and when you run your monitors at 144 Hz, that really does max out your GPU power. The problem is you're going to be using OBS to send the NDI signal over to the other PC, or you're going to be sending a signal over to the other PC. That signal still uses a small percentage of your graphics card, and when your graphics card is maxing out, it's going to cause frame issues. So yeah, you've discovered the same as I have, which is dual PC is nice, but it still suffers problems. So for certain games, you're going to have to either notch down the graphics, so medium settings maybe, and play at 144. But if it's not playing ball, for those games you can't get working, you're going to have to put it back to 60 frames per second, lock it with your VSync, and it will work perfectly fine. Like for this now, I've tried 144 Hz with Euro Truckers. I can get it to work, but in the busy areas it does become choppy, so to save the headache, for this game I leave it in game at 60 Hz. And it's much easier. Yeah. So even though, you know, if you weren't streaming and you had 99% GPU usage, it wouldn't be an issue. You could still play the game perfectly smoothly. But as soon as you start trying to stream and do a stream and game, it just doesn't play ball with it. It needs like that 5-10% free to make sure that the stream is smooth. So it doesn't matter whether you're using single PC, dual PC, that will always be an issue. Unless, you know, it gets to a point where you're upgrading your GPU and it's not using, you know, so whether a 2080 Ti would still be a problem, I don't know. But I'm not going to spend £1,000 to find out, let's put it that way. Yeah, I use exactly the same, 60 frames per second, 200 scaling. And it does me fine. It plays perfectly smooth, silky smooth like this. And to be honest, for the stream, for what you guys see on the stream, you're not going to see any benefit if I do 144 Hz or 60 anyway, because the camera only captures 60 frames a second. £200 for all that? Well, you can't argue. £200, at least you're not spending a fortune. I went out and bought a new PC. I bought an AMD 8-core chip and a RTX 2070 GPU. Overkill, but I do use that rig for gaming as well. So any, you know, single-player, first-person games, I'll play on that machine now. because I can't exactly play it on this rig. So it's not a waste because I do use it for gaming. Just a different type of gaming, you know? Dirt Rally, yeah, it's mainly 60. I can do 144, but it can be problematic, so I think I need to do more experimenting with Dirt Rally, to be honest. Oop, gotta stop it first of me. Hello, there we go. Ooh, we just ranked up again. Yeah, it just makes it easier. I keep my screens to G-Sync, but I limit the frames to 60. Most of the time that works fine. It makes it easier then for when I'm not streaming and I want to play a game at 144 Hz, then I can just go into the game settings and change it to 144 or 120, whatever I want to use, you know. That way then I get the best of both worlds. Whereas before, I was kind of locked at 60 for everything, and it made it awkward because I just couldn't do it. Whereas now I can chop and change as I see fit. And you should be in the same boat, to be honest. So you can, you know, if you're not streaming, play at 144. If you're streaming, lock it to 60. It only takes a couple of clicks, so it's not the end of the world. It's just a shame. It would be nice to play at 144 and stream at 60, but I think the frames per second, you know, the conversion it has to do, it just doesn't like doing that. I've even tried running it at 120 instead of 144 in the hope that 120, because it's double, would make it easier, but it doesn't do it. Yeah, it's just the streaming. It's a shame, really. I mean, hopefully, you know, there'll be something that sorts that out in the future, whether it'll be I don't know, a new way of converting it all or whatever. I don't know what it needs, to be honest, but it's a shame. You know, even with the new NVENC update, it doesn't work 100% because I've tried that as well, because I've got the new NVENC encoder in the RTX 2070. Yes, it's a good encoder. It does very well. I've actually tested it today. So this stream today is using the RTX 2070 at max settings on the NVENC encoder. Stream looks to be perfectly fine. Because this is a test stream as well, using that encoder to see what kind of quality it would give on max settings. It seems to be doing a rock solid job, but it still won't play ball when it comes to 144 hertz. It's the stream sending from one PC to the other. So I don't know if it's, I don't think there's anything I can do network based, because all the networking I've got around the house is fully cabled Cat 6. It's using gigabit connections all round, you know, so whether it's network based, then it maybe needs, you know, anything faster, but anything faster is going to cost me a fortune, so I'm certainly not going to go down that path. But anyway, there we are. I'm going to leave it there because it's getting late. It's time to close this down. So I shall say good night to one and all, and we'll see you in the next stream. I'll be back on tomorrow at some point, probably from around, I don't know, what's Wednesday tomorrow? I might be on earlier tomorrow, you never know. But certainly if I'm not on early, I'll be on from about 8 o'clock, 8:30, I would have thought. So take care. I'm going to close this down, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.